Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I'm going to take a sip of tea real quick. It's a hot one. It's iced tea today for me. Alrighty, we are doing the 6x6 scrapbook pages. This is video number 2, my alternative for the Sweet Sunflower Paper Pumpkin, which is August 2022's Paper Pumpkin. My little bee, because there's little bees in the set. So, as I know, things have stuck. That's where that little bow went to, the back of my whiteboard. Gonna have to set that over there to put it away. Okay, you can see I got some things laid out here. Let me walk through what I have. This is some retired, I think this was pale. It was something amethyst. Okay, it's like from 20 years ago. This is fresh freesia. Fresh freesia would be great, except it didn't have any full sheets of fresh freesia to cut up to 6x6. So I went in my retired and that is what I found. So I am using the rest of that envelope from my first paper pumpkin cards, which were these two. You guys already seen that. You know, I cut up my envelope. This is the front of the envelope, and I decided to cut off, I don't know where it is right now, the flap part is somewhere lying around here. It'll be used in a card, I'm sure. So I'm using the stitch rectangle dies, and I just wanted to show you how I started this. So I left the die on here. This is the third. If you start from the outside, the largest one, this is the third one in that I have cut and made myself a frame. Let me take this off now. Okay, I'm going to keep my little washi tape. As the older the washi tape is, the better I like to use it. I'm going to stick this back in its little case. And this piece now, this inner layer piece, is going to go in my paper pumpkin box supplies, because this is the frame for a photo. Now, these, I use the symmetrical stem dies. It was in this strip, like so, of evening evergreen. Where is the die? Okay, I cut it twice. Is it on the... Okie dokie. Oh, here it is. Because I have other things to show you. So I took this die, this innermost die, right here. It is the second smallest. This is the first smallest. This is the second smallest die. I set it here because I'm like, I'm going to use that little bit of a border of evening evergreen. So I set it there, cut, and I cut it again down here. And now these will be in the recycle bin, and I have this nice little stitched frame, and I didn't have to waste a whole strip of paper. This one, I couldn't get it done, so what I did is I took these two, layered them together like so. Alright. And I took an evening evergreen card base that would prepped, and I cut me a piece right there. Now, I have this great window for a card base that I will be using in this paper pumpkin kit, and that's how I got it. So I'm going to remove those and put those in my die package, and I have one more die to get out of its spot. This is, you see the back side of the envelope. I used the fourth, starting from the outside in, the fourth rectangle die. This now I can use for a card or something else. And I have this great window for another photo. And this possibly too. But that is how I started to get my, you can see my layout coming together, okay? So we're going to do some, you know, working on this here. So I'm going to move these two aside. We need to do some trimming on this because I don't like these flaps. And I'm just going to take my snips and I'm just going to follow the edge like so and do that. I'm not worried about this line right here because it doesn't bother me, and I really like all that greenery on there. And this, my friends, is going to be for me to slide my photo in it. And instead of using glue, I'm going to use some tear tape. Looking at what width I'm going to use to get this glued down. I'm going to do that with the other frame because I'm not going to put it up on dimensionals. The reason being is because I have some sunflower. I don't like how, see, I don't like sometimes how this cuts. Want it right there. And I'm just going to do the sides. And I'm going to bring it to the side like so, trying to keep a straight line so as to guide my photo in. And do the same on this one. And I have these old Stamping Up 6x6 photo album, scrapbook album actually. That is what this is going to be in. So for this one, I am going to do the closure from the side. So I'm going to put a strip up here, all the way across. I'm going to do this kind of in the middle because that's about where I want my photo to stop at. And then I guess I should have probably taped this before I got on camera, but sorry y'all. So I'm going to just smooth it down a little bit, and then I'm going to release all of that as I move things and look for my little Handa Donda needle. So one up, turn it, sticky. Oh, you know what? We can't. I was gonna stamp on this. Okay, it's a good thing. I'm gonna just place my needle on the back of that for a minute. We're gonna take some Versamark and we're gonna stamp a pattern on here just to give it some background. That's why it's in Versamark. And I'm going to use this beautiful sunflower that came in our stamp set because we're going to add some sunflowers. It's okay. Let's see. Nice and soft background. Just gonna willy-nilly it, just stamp it wherever I kind of get an idea to put them. And if I don't like how it comes out, I can always flip it over. You know what I'm saying? So we have the leaves. We're going to do the leaves too. I'm going to bring in these sunflower leaves, and I'm going to use them also as a background, just filling in some spots. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see. I am going to start up here in the center because that's where my little piece is going to be for my sentiment, for writing. I'm going to do another one there, another one there, and then down here I'm just going to put a hint of one because I have a large piece covering the bottom, and a hint of one, and then I'm going to do a leaf, a leaf there, a leaf there, there. And I'm going to change my mind on the other one. Yeah, we're going to make the leaves. Yikes. All right. So let's go to this one. We're going to flip it over again and start again. Now, we are going to do a big sunflower here because this is where that border strip is. One over here. And one right down there. This will be better. And I'm going to do one up here. And one down there. Now we're going to bring in our leaves. I'm going to do a leaf there. A leaf here. A leaf coming that way. And I think we're going to do one going this way, that way, and this away. And that is all for the Versamark and sunflower. Now, this is that side, this is that side. And here is my piece for my picture to go into. So now I can slide, as you can see. My photo is going to go right in here. And it's going to have a nice stopping point down there. So that is nicely done. Let's work on this one. And that means I just lost my little tiny needle. Darn it. There it is. My sewing needle left me. I haven't yet to find it. So sad. But I do love them because that little tiny tip. I told you we were going to do this one from the side opening. Alright. So now, let's see, I can put my photo in here. And it's just going to barely fit. It comes to about right there, which is perfect. So here is my window. Now for this, we are going to do a little bit of a pattern in here. And the best I can come up with, and I know this is not in the color scheme for Paper Pumpkin, but Fresh Freesia is the closest to this color I have. So we are going to take Fresh Freesia. I'm going to clean this off just a bit. I know it's Versamark, so it really ain't going to do too much to the basic white. I do want to just squish it off a bit. Okay. Now, you're going to have to stamp off a couple of times. So stamp and stamp off. And I want it real faint. So I'm going to go here. And it is really faint. And that is what I want. I just don't want the starkness of that. Might have to hold it up here for a second. Stamp twice. I'm going to get some little leaves in there. And right there. And you can see that it's super, super pale. And that's what I want in there. Just so there's something in the background when I write. Now I'm going to glue this together. Off a little bit of dry glue. By simply putting glue around the edge. Let me get this back into camera view. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to glue these two pieces together. Looks like I'm a little off right here. I'm going to have to do a little surgery because I don't want any white showing. And now I'm going to glue this down. Yeah, as I glue it to my finger, right? And when I go to put my writing in my little scrapbooks, I do it in my own handwriting. And I will write it out on a piece of paper and then write it. So there is our first page coming together. Let's work on this next page. Same thing, our little rectangle border we made. We're going to put some glue along here. Hope y'all aren't cringing at me just adding glue right on top of my project, but it's okay if you are. You have the right to if you so choose. Now, what I really would like to do on this one is write "be happy." So we actually, if I mess it up, I probably shouldn't have glued that down. Let's see. I want to practice first. I want to write "be happy." Yes, we're gonna go for it. Maybe. Beehappy. So I'm going to start with my B way over here. And do it in cursive. B. I might have to redo the white. Not sure if I'm happy with that, but you know what? I'm going to leave it just as it is. No, I'm not. I cannot do that. Alrighty. See, I should not have glued that together. But I tried. What am I going to do? We're going to take it apart. I'm not sure I can flip it over and do it, but we'll try. If not, I'll have to just do it. Yeah, you can't do that with that. So let's see what we do. All right, we need to bring this in like so. I don't want to use that. You can see where I was playing. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? B. Oh, so good. That's me. That's my handwriting. All right, so now, what am I going to do? I'm going to glue this sucker down and then just fussy cut around it. Yes, sirree, I am. And the reason why I like writing is because when people look at it, I think it's just more personal. Whether you think you have great handwriting or not, I don't care for mine. But it is my handwriting. It's been this way forever. And when my children and family look back on it, they see me when they see that writing. And that's what these are, memories of me and my family. And that's what I'm leaving behind, a little bit of me. So, ooh, I so like that. This is getting glued down. I'm going to put that up a little bit. Now for the fun part, okay? The really, really, really fun part is the decorating part. So let's move this away and let's show you what other. I got these little bee elements from our kit. Aren't those the cutest littlest things ever? And you know, one's going to go right there. They came with this little bit, and I thought I might put this down in the corner. I'm not sure yet, but I got from the dollar store, even before I got my kit in the mail. I knew it was going to be sunflowers, so I picked these up from the dollar store. I thought they would go great on a scrapbook page with whatever we were doing. And I know this DSP doesn't have sunflowers, but it doesn't mean we can't use these. So let's see. I used to have some cutters out here. Let me look in my other little tool thing to see. I think somebody took them from my, meaning somebody borrowed them and never brought them back. One more place to check, and then I'm cutting it with my scissors. Okay, we'll use these, not those. We're gonna cut us a little part of that off. Cut. I'm leaving part of it so I can put a dimensional on the back and it'll hold that stem in place. I'm not sure if we're going to use all of those, but we'll put those there. And we got these other little ones to use as well. So we're going to snip, snip. As long as you keep it behind the flower, we're going to be all good. Let's see what we got here. And we got these purple ones that I used with the small blooms punch. We can't forget those. Though, with those I may not use them. We'll see what we come up with. We definitely need a sunflower here. That is really pretty. And I like the idea of the sunflower right there. Though if I put it there, I have to put it maybe right there in that corner, and I don't like it. So we're going to put it up here in this corner. There we go. And what to do? We're going to put a sunflower there, one there. We have our little bees, and then these little flowers. I thought I would use them on here, but I may not actually do so. Let's see. We have a bee. These are so little compared to what I'm doing. I wish they went the other way. I wish they were more. Let me see. I think they're all going the same way. I wish there were bees going a different direction. Nope, all of these bees go the same direction. We could use one of these down here. I don't have any of that, but we'll see. Like, we could use that even there. And no, I don't want to. I want to save that for something else. So let's see what we can come up with. I think we will add those around there, those around there, and I have 3 more that I can put on this project that I did. So one there and one there, and that's going to be it. Maybe. Okay. You know what we have? We might use instead of those are these little metal bees. Nope, that's not the metal bees. Where are they? Hold on, y'all. Yep. Alrighty. I think we're going to use these. You might have caught them on the clearance. These are ladybug trinkets. I don't want the ladybugs. I want the bumblebees. Oh, I think I mixed them. I did. I have these little metal bumblebees. And I think those are going to be a heck of a lot cuter. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Be happy. And then I'll put one there and one here to frame that. And that, my friends, is going to be really good. Now, what other element we do have instead of this is, wait till you see it. Let me grab it out of the box since I've changed my mind here. Where are they? We have these from the paper pumpkin kit. We're going to cut some of this up and use it here. Let's see. Alrighty. So I am going to go cut me a piece or two right out of the center of this. So where's my good snips? Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3 in cut. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cut, cut, cut all the way up. I'm just gonna leave me a border and then go across willy-nilly here to the other side. That way I still can have this frame if I choose to keep that in there. And this piece here now, I can, see, I still have all that to use. This, however, we are gonna snip off those ends because we don't want those little sharp pointy bits at all. This is what I love, just finding ways to create and use things. So I'm going to start about here. I'm going to cut that then in half, and then from here I'm going to work on creating me element of like honeycomb. I don't want to take too much off because I want that, I mean, I'm going to use what we have, but just going willy-nilly and cutting off. See, that one I cut too much of, so now I'm going to come back in here and cut that there. And this one, all the way across. And I think I need to cut a little bit more to make it look a little more organic. I like that. So where are we going to put this? I think we're going to bring that in. Yeah. Let's work on this one first. We could do it here or down here, but that's where my picture is sliding into. So let's go with this direction. Yes, just like that. So I am only, because I'm going to have it like so, I only want to put glue behind here, here, and here, in here, because I don't want glue on the front of my picture. So I said about here, 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 here. That's all out of the way of my photo, whichever one I choose. Okay, let me get off little bits and pieces. This little sunflower now. I don't need to put it up on a dimensional, but I will use some tear tape. To keep it nice and secure. And we want to go over that little stem to make sure the center of our sunflower doesn't pop on out of there on us. Sometime in the near future. That would not be nice. Though you could pop it out and use the center from the stamp set. I'm going to show you something too. We can ruffle all that up because it was sitting in a package and all getting messed up. So let's ruffle that up a bit. Yes, much better. Be gorgeous sitting out on in a 3D box. And we have these little purple flowers, which I'm gonna really fold them over, curl those little edges over a little bit more. I'm gonna put that down with some glue here, just to bring in that pop of color of the Blackberry Bliss. Yes, and our little dude here, we are going to use some glue dots. Let's see which one of these These are all from paper pumpkins that I have. So I'm gonna stick a glue dot on the back of my bumblebee here. Actually, I'm gonna give him 2 just to be on the safe side. He is gonna fly this way. We're gonna do the same. Give this little bumble dude 2 of them. Just make sure he's well and secured on our page. And he is flying this way, right in the corner. Let me give this little shake off. Oh, so cute. I love that little element there. And you could put some little flying. See, I really want one to go the opposite direction. We could put one there. There are so many of these. Let's just do it. We're going to add a few of these little flying bees. He's landing there. This one's going to land right here. And they're flat, they're thin, they're not going to bother that. Okay. And I'd like to really kind of put one here on the... Ooh. Put one down here in the middle of the picture, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to leave it there and see what we think. Okay, let's get over to this one. Yikes. Okay, brush off all my clippings. Be happy. We're gonna ruffle this up some. It needs to be broken up. Come on. We want a nice looking fluffy little sunflower. Maybe those are too well glued together. I got others I can work with. Oh, these are pretty well glued. Third one's a charm. No, it's not. We could do 2 there and 1 there. 2 and 1. And then not sure. Don't think so. Or I could just do, we're just going to do it like we originally had it. So let's get some more score tape. Let's see. We need 2 pieces. Make sure we get it over that stem. And a couple of more little pieces with the wee little sunflowers. I'm going to keep that one out. Let's get these off and put these on our card. Oh, we forgot our bee element, our little hive, our little gold foil, if you will have it. Let's see. Gonna need to do a little surgical cutting of this guy. If I can find the snips again. Alright, so we know we want all those little tiny snips gone. And we're going to cut this one, cut that one, cut this one off, and cut this one off there, and cut that, that, and that. Then we're going to come in here and cut those off. And then I'm going to bring it way in here. And then I think I can put this underneath this one. Let's see. I'm going to stick this, if I can pick it up. That little bit we cut off, I'm going to stick it just like so. I'm going to leave that cut to my finger. There we have it. So we have this one with that little bit sticking out. Let's see, what else do we have? A little bit more. That one is not worth anything. This one, maybe we can do right there. Those two, those three little ones, I think we can get to keep. So we're just trimming. Some of y'all probably think this is like crazy, girl. But hey, you know, it's there. If they're still good, use them. Just takes a little time. So that one then is going to come up like so. Those are in place. Ta-da! And this large element then, I am going to do like so. No, I don't like that at all. So we want this to be here. Yes. And I'm just going to fold this over and glue, put little glue drops in a few little strategic places. And let's see. Scrunch up this one because it can be scrunched up. And put our little purple blooms on there. Love this blackberry bliss color. It's just so pretty. There we have it. And okay, now we used this one in the other video. We used that punch, but that one is retired. So let me show you an alternative punch you can use. This one is in the current catalog, and I think we need a bit of greenery. And I'm gonna look first in my green scrap bin. If I can find the green one to see what colors we have in here. And I don't have anything. I was hoping to have a bit of mellow moss, but I don't. Oof, I do. This is one of the colors. So we are going to, I'm trying to figure out, I really don't want this, I just want that. So we're gonna have to do a little cutting. So about right here, and that should give me two. Okay, there's one. And I might, if I'm lucky, put it in like so and get some more that I can use. Be creative. And this one is going to give me the full thing, I bet. I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to turn it around and see what I can get this way. So from that bit of scrap, let's see what we can create with that. Don't want those. That may be, but we're gonna just do a little bit of tuck here because this is an afterthought. So we're gonna cut this off, and I am just gonna crinkle these, holding it and wiggling it. I'm gonna just do them all like that real quick, and then I can cut it. Maybe not that teeny tiny one, but wiggle, 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 and wiggle. And this one, yes, because I'm pretty sure I can use bits of that one too. So this first piece, getting some glue back here. I'm gonna lift up the sunflower. Oh, I do like it. I like it even over that. And this here, I'm gonna cut this one off. I'm gonna cut this piece off, and I'm gonna do the wiggle wiggle and the wiggle wiggle, and I'm gonna glue these on in there. So tucking it up underneath there. And this one is gonna come out right about here. Let's trim that up a bit more. Let's see. that greenery makes such a big difference. Such a big difference. So, get off of my... that little bee really wants to go in there. So we know we need to trim this up. We're going to cut this one completely off. Cut that off. And this one is going to go right in here underneath all of that. Peeking out. And it really needed this bit of greenery. And this piece is just going to be right there. And oh, I'm so excited. I really, really, really like this. And I know I flung a little bee. Okay, do I want to add some little leaves to this? And I do. So I'm going to do some surgery. I'm going to take this leaf here. Right there. That one. And I'm going to take this one. And I know that this one is missing some of it, so I'm just going to trim it down some more. And we're going to use it. I'm going to stick this one right here. And where's that other little tiny piece I made? We're going to take this one and stick it over on this one right there. And oh my gosh, I'm so pleased with that. We don't even need these. We are done with that. Let me scooch all that stuff. I will sweep the floor here in a few minutes. Where's my little bumblebees? Because we need... oh, we could add... no. We could have that little... no, we the little ladybugs. Okay. We're adding bumblebees, Alice, not ladybugs. We're getting too over excited. And my little needle, there we go. Blue dot time. That's for my needle. One. I wanted to add two. We're going to add one more. Just for good measure. This one, of course, is going to go right there. This little one up there, one down there. Let's flick those off. Is that too much? I think we're going to go down there. And I'm thinking I want a third one on this one just because I think I do. I really like those bees. I think those would be really cute. And we're going to go for number 3 on this page. Could do it. I'm not sure. Okay, Alice, you're just getting too excited. We're going to add some of these little bee guys. That's not a bee, Alice. Okay. This one we're playing. And I know scrapbooking, you can just keep going and going. This little one's going to be there. And that might be it. Okay, so that's my scrapbook page. We can add, get off of there. I'm trying to think of what else we could add. Some rhinestones to this. If you could, I mean, really keep going. But I'm gonna call it good. This video is getting long, and I don't want it to be. Sorry that it's over 30 minutes, but sometimes you just can't help it. So there's this one. There's that little bee that just will not take no for an answer. So this is the right page. So sweet. And this is where I'm going to put my little picture in. This is the left page. And this is where my photo is going to be heading into when I get it printed out. And I hope you like this alternative project using the Sweet Sunflowers August 2022's paper pumpkin kit. If you like this video, would you give me a thumbs up and let me know? And I hope you come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye now.